out there, especially those that are in our age, of our age.
Uh,
You know what I mean. I'm still waking up, so I'll be taking periodically taking a sip of coffee. But we have our guest host. We have Mac in the machine.
Why, hello.
um, and then we have Miss Risa. We have Miss Risa here. Um,
I'm
episode
here. Yeah, I'm here.
14.
I promise.
she's here. She
Woo.
promises that she is here. But yeah, so we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about kinks and stuff. Um, we're gonna touch on even like polyamorous relationships as well, toys, all that good stuff. So whoever wants to go first and volunteer their experiences, by all means, go for it.
No, I'll go first. Well, first and foremost, when it comes to any sort of kink or play or anything, always remember consent is key. If there's a no anywhere in the chain of communication, everything needs to stop. This is not only for, your safety, but your partner's safety and just everybody having good vibes in general. That's what I kind of want to start out with. No means no, essentially.
You heard that shit. No means no.
I completely agree with that. Like, I don't know about you all, but like, the second I tell somebody no and they don't listen to that, it's like, nah, dude, you're off my roster. I'm never fucking you again. If
Hear
you can't
that?
respect the fact that I said no, because like I had a partner who like we had talked about everything, and I was like, look, dude, I'm open to a lot of shit, but anal is not my thing. And we were having sex, and then he was like, hey, can I try? Can I try anal? And I'm like, no, no, we're not doing that. And then he was like, oh, okay, okay. And legit, like a minute later, he was like, hey, can we do anal? And like the
Wow.
fastest turn off I've ever had, like deadpan, he's still fucking me. And like, I stopped moving, I stopped doing my thing. Straight face said, dude, get the fuck off me. And
Oh,
he's like, oh, I'm sorry, my
man.
bad, my bad. And I'm like, no, dude, I told you no. If you're not going to listen to my reasons, then there's no reason for me to fuck you ever again.
It seems
Damn.
Ah, damn.
um especially like you guys are into like a lot of different kinks with like polyamory and stuff when there's like a lot more people and stuff. I feel like with any sort of play like that, communication is key because sometimes like you're playing scenarios as well, right? Where uh it can be a little more aggressive and stuff, but like uh yeah, how difficult is it to navigate uh like do you pre-consent or something like that when it's like on the rougher side of kinks? I guess I don't have as much experience, so I don't know if you guys have.
What is
Well,
your safe word?
Oh that shit! Yeah, no, I guess yeah, safe words.
that is an actual thing. So, in speaking about that, actually, there's a couple different systems you can actually use when going about, playing with your partner or somebody else's partner. Um, One of them is safe words. Now, that is something that is generally discussed between you and whoever you're with at the time, as far as something like a scene going on. For instance, I'll
Devon
give you an example.
Devon Purr says pineapple.
God
You
damn it,
you
man! I
okay?
didn't even put that shit together.
Pineapple.
I know everybody's go-to is like pineapple or a fruit. It's something that, oh, excuse me, it's something that generally is well understood and can be heard, especially, let's say you have something in your mouth, ball gag, cock, whatever it might be. You Yeah, think about that for a second. It has to be clearly understood by both parties. Mind you, you can be in a scene where they have a certain amount of music on. You need to hear that. Another system is the stoplight method. So red, green, yellow. So red, automatically everything stops. As soon as you say that, everything's done. You're untied, um, unchained, whatever, or they just stop the movement. Green is, you're good. This is more or less for both parties to ask, especially if someone's feeling uncomfortable. They can say yellow. Generally, that would mean to slow down, stop using particular implements, or more or less just pull the scene back. And green is just checking in. How you doing? Green, cool. I'm gonna beat you again with a riding crop, going like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So in a sense, everything when it comes to your safety and all that kind of revolves around clear communication, no matter what system you use. For some of the harder stuff, and this kind of leads into more particular types of kinks. I would think that more or less that you and your partner need to discuss that well before you even step or lay down in the bed or step foot onto the set or something like that. That's generally how it's been described to me with some of the groups that I've been involved with.
And that's pretty cool. Like it to have levels instead of all or nothing kind of thing. You are like I feel like that would give a lot more control to be able to like pump the brakes a little bit instead of just straight up just stopping shit.
Oh yeah. In certain sub-dom relationships, the sub, if you think about it, the sub actually has more of power rather than the dom, because a good dom will shut everything down if their subs uncomfortable, and a good sub would make that known. So whenever you hear, it's kind of weird. So
No,
whenever
this
you
is
hear,
valid as shit because I've heard this. Miss Risa has actually told me this before.
Yeah, like I've had a dom partner who was, I mean, mind you, he's my favorite person when it comes to like whips and stuff, but he always checks in with me. And if I say, "Hey, I'm like that was too hard," he's like, "Oh, okay." But he's also been doing it long enough that like he can generally tell body language pretty easily. And that's one thing that I why he's one of my favorites, is because he listens to me, he checks in with me, and he doesn't go beyond what I'm comfortable with. And that is like the difference between somebody who's doming and understands doming versus, the quote unquote dom who is just doing it for the status of it, not because they actually enjoy doing it.
Some 20-something-year-old that says he's a dom and has a Discord kitten but has never seen a flogger in his life.
Damn,
I ran
man.
into a couple of those.
Talking shit.
Nah,
Or
so
they have one of those cheap like Shein knockoff ones, not like a fake flogger. Not They haven't gone into like a sex shop and actually touched and felt every single flogger, because like different floggers have different textures. They hit differently. Some of them are heavier than others. Some of them are lighter. And like, if you don't know what you're doing, you can cause way too much damage to somebody else.
I think
alpha male.
I
This
think
is the
that's
worst type of person to run into in this kind of community.
Legit. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
them.
He's an alpha male, top G, who rides
I didn't mean to say that. That's
rides a
bullshit.
Bugatti.
Do
Top
they
G riding the Bugatti.
do they
Can't
stay
choose
around
Max
a
to
lot,
save his
or
life.
like are they like kind of pushed out eventually, or like
I mean, that's
they
kind of the
stick around?
thing. it depends on the greater community. Where I was at in Virginia, I would say more or less, because yeah, they can get pushed out of groups, but then they'll start their own shit somewhere else, and it just kind of ends up word of mouth. It's like, hey, you got to tell the younger ones like stay away from them. You know, it's not necessarily a way to like permanently kick them out. It's more or less you got to ostracize them. It's an unfortunate fact because you can't get them arrested unless they do something really serious. I mean, most of the times you're dealing with consenting adults, and sometimes rules or certain things aren't communicated well, especially in those kind of groups that are doing it more or less for more nefarious reasons, or they don't practice safe practices. So it just more or less you gotta keep on your toes when it comes to them, and kind of listen into different groups and who they talk about and what they talk about and who they talk about, essentially.
That's the important thing about these kind of talks and conversations. I think people, younger people really like fucking. I've put myself, I mean personally, in some dangerous situations when I was young for not knowing really about this kind of shit, right? Um, it's good to know that people are looking out for each other in this kind of communities and in the kind of scenarios, for like people not to go through some rough ass experiences out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, hell yeah.
Yeah. Some good groups to actually look out for that I think are generally nationwide are like boot blacks. I'm not completely familiar with them, but from what I've seen, generally, if you're planning on being a boot black, it's more or less they're very well respected. Like if I was to say if there's like an actual good archetype for what a dom should be, it's one that is trusted among the community because of acts of service rather than just sexual experience. So it's more or less that they are known for the good deeds throughout the community. And like boot blacks, certain dominate groups, definitely there's some rope groups I know about that are well respected. It's just more, again, it just kind of brings back to like what the community says about them rather than what an individual says, like, oh, he has a big dick and he can do all this. It's like, no, that's not the case. Like a lot of things I would say in BDSM, as far as I'm concerned, it's a lot of non-penetrative enjoyment, like being put on a quote unquote cross, or getting whipped. I mean, that's pain stuff, yeah. But there's also other things like I don't know if you're familiar with like littles. It's just like emotional states. Like kink doesn't necessarily need to involve any penetrative stuff or even any pain. Sometimes it's just exploring different sides of yourself to enjoy or just to experience. Like you kind of got to it's a good way to step outside of yourself and know what you like, and then see where you can go from there. It's more exploratory than anything else. At least that's what I can figure out from my own not research, but my own dealings with people in kink.
And aftercare.
Fucking,
Aftercare is always needed.
fucking claps,
Yes.
man. Oh yeah. Fuck yes.
Round of applause for aftercare and communication, and kind of pretty much breaking down like what a dom is, what it, you know what I mean, like I've always, admittedly, I've been like ignorant to kinks, and that's just, and I'll just outright say it, due to my own lack of experiences and like not really exploring that realm. Pretty much, it's just like, all right, this is interesting. Like I got spanked that one time. Medicia was there for it. It was. Hey,
Not your cup of tea.
yeah, I tried it. It
Not
was,
Yeah.
everybody's in the good paddle, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Me,
you
I
know.
prefer thuddy rather than stinging, but that's a whole different question in and of itself.
Yeah,
Ooh,
me personally, I would rather be the one doing the spanking.
that's
So,
fun. I've tried it, but like for me, it's a really like makes me aware of what I'm doing, especially if it's
mhm.
to another person.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
yeah, because one wrong move, even with
It
an
is,
implement that you think
yeah.
that you think is safe, it could really hurt them.
Stingies, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when it comes
Yeah.
to spankings, like there's definitely like there's different ways you can do it, and I know like my personal preferences are I want love taps. I don't want you leaving me bruises, but I
Mm.
know there are people who want bruises, and again, comes back to communication. You got to communicate with your partner. Let them know what you like, what you don't like, what you're willing to try, what you're not willing to try. And, some scenes could just be like, hey, I just want to try spanking, just spanking this time. Or you could be like, hey, I liked the spanking last time. Can we add in rope play? Like, you have to have that level of trust and communication to be able to move anywhere within the kink world.
Round of applause.
Oh yeah.
Bars. Bars. Bars.
Oh, good. Fuck, man. And like, nah, man.
Yeah,
Nothing.
fucking mind blown right there. But no, it's
yeah.
facts though. It's really facts. Like any kind of even when it comes to just like vanilla shit, like you gotta negotiate that contract before you catch a case.
Yeah,
So,
like your kink can be like missionary, man, but like, dude, always.
yeah, like like me personally, like I'm a fan of foreplay. Like I think like foreplay is definitely that's my forte. Like you know what I mean? Like I will preheat that oven so well before I put that turkey in. Shit. By the time the turkey goes in, you forgot there was turkey. I'll just simply say that. It's like, oh
Hey.
shit, turkey too? Ah! So
When did the bitch turn into KFC? The fuck now.
right?
I want that cream pie at the end. I need the dessert.
You need the
Oh
dessert.
Jesus,
Yeah.
no. Oh, that's a kink right there.
Right. Oh, with food and all that and whipped cream. So I've only done that once. Only done it once.
You only cream pied
Using
once?
no, whoa, no, not cream pie. No, that happened plenty of times. One of them resulted in a Plan B story, which y'all heard before. Some of y'all heard
Hey, I
before.
joined the club.
No, but I'm talking about using like whipped cream, like putting whipped cream on nipples and licking it off type shit, or like she'll put whipped cream on my dick and then like suck it off, like that. So,
I did that with honey and almost went to diabetic shock.
oh shit,
God damn.
was
What?
Nah,
was that the day you found out?
Go up
no,
your ass.
it was. I was playing
Directly
with a
in your
partner
bloodstream.
and they broke out the honey. I was like, oh well, I took my pills. No, 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 no. Why is my blood sugar like at 300? It's like no.
Ooh.
Oh
Ooh,
shit.
man.
Ooh, gotta be careful.
Is this
And I mean, like,
lightheadedness because I orgasmed or fucking is it the sugars?
like me personally, like, I don't think I would want to use honey or syrup because it would just get too sticky.
Look, everybody was heated. We're in the moment. Don't blame me, okay? Get Jesus.
They're all
Not
like,
like I can't.
shit. What do we got? Honey. Fuck it.
Oh, you got to be real
Look,
careful about that. Like that goes into a whole nother thing. You got to be so careful with that because for
oh
women, the second you add
yeah,
anything to it disrupts the pH balance
You're
of
gonna
a
be making
vagina
loads,
and
man.
throws off everything. And then you're like, oh God, why did I do that? It's
Yeah.
why the fucking Spencers with the the candy underwear and bras and stuff. Like
Yeah.
girls can only wear that for like 20 minutes max because it ruins your pH. You can't like wear that before you go out on a date. You have to like wear that shit right before you know you're gonna fuck somebody. There's no way around that.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah,
Nah.
can't be doing that shit. Yeah, that's yeah. Like
Texas
like
on
for
that.
me
Yeah.
personally, like I don't know. Like I wouldn't put any kind of like food item down there. And then I don't it just sounds maybe this is just me, but like I don't want anything throwing off the taste of pussy. Like that's just for me personally. I don't like it when it's when I'm thrown off because like I don't know. It would just throw me off personally. I mean, there's someone out there that just like that enjoys some strawberries, some strawberry
I
whatever and pussy. But me personally, like I need that authentic taste.
I
Okay, this is
agree.
gonna sound weird, but wouldn't it kind of be like a jawbreaker? You know, every time you lick, there's a different flavor.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
The
Legendary.
snozberries taste like snozberries.
It's not
Oh,
true. It tastes like schnozberries. What's a schnozberry?
because
Oh god, it is.
man, like even like the taste of just normal lube, and I buy water-based lubes specifically because I don't want that like extra flavor. But still, man, it's just like why?
Oh, it'd be a texture thing for me at that point. Oh jeez. That water blaze was like really slippery. I like slip and slide down there for like 20 minutes of trying to find the clip.
Slip and slide.
A moss covered cliff.
Dude, it blew my
A
mind the
moss
day I
covered- Wait,
learned
what?
that apparently, I don't know if you guys knew this. The penis is an inverted vagina
Yeah,
Yeah.
anatomically.
yeah, essentially.
I mean,
That
essentially
shit,
when they, yeah,
yeah.
essentially when
that-
when trans women go through bottom surgery, the head of the penis just turns into the clit.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that
but
back
like
up.
I just did not know that that's exactly how it worked when you were in there
Yeah.
being made. Like in the oven.
I think I remember hearing like everybody essentially starts off as a woman.
Female.
Yeah,
Everybody
Yeah,
starts off
yeah.
as female.
The fucking hormones starts hitting if you're gonna be a male, and then it just like goes plop out.
Yeah. It's just it's a series of hormone washes that your body goes through like throughout your life. I mean, I think it kind of peters off like in your mid 20s, like majority, but like for the most part, you know, uh, not playing devil's advocate or anything, but like you can pretty successfully transition into a woman or into a man, depending on if you can stop your puberty and then add more
The hormone
hormones of the
blockers
yeah.
that conservatives are so afraid of. Oh my God, gender affirming care. Ah, trans people.
I won't lie, like I kind of got onto the subject and I started looking up, like uh trans women and trans men on like Instagram or whatnot. They don't look any different from like me or you really, or like a regular cis person. Like it's amazing what like modern medicine can do.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the sexy bits.
Oh wait, hold on. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it
My
out
bad.
there. I'm not above. I wouldn't be above dating a trans woman. As long as
That's
the
fun.
penis is gone. Long as the penis is gone.
Post surgery.
You
So
will
if
have
you
to worry about bottoming out though. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, excuse me?
You have to be. I mean, from the couple experiences I have with a trans woman that went through bottom surgery, you kind of will bottom out at some point.
Oh. I got you.
Okay. So I gotta put my 2 cents in there. I gotta put my 2 cents in there.
And I thought about that.
Okay.
Bigger is not always better. Bigger is not always better. like I've had 9-inch dicks, 10-inch dicks, and they just fucking hurt because the vagina is not meant to have anything bigger than like
4 or
5 or
5.
6.
Yeah.
So
Like the vagina is only like what 4 to 5 inches deep. Anything past that, you're hitting the cervix, and I heard that shit hurts.
oh my god, it hurts so freaking bad. So bad. It's like getting cramps in the middle of somebody fucking you.
Oh no,
Damn.
not even the good kind of cramps. It's just like no, that's like period cramps.
no.
Like it's like your uterus is all like, hold on, wait, we're not here yet. This is not that time. This is not that time. What is this? What's going on here?
What are you trying to do?
What are you trying to do here? Hey, Tasty Tyrone, back the fuck up.
Here, let me just move my legs in a certain position so you can't go any further.
Right.
Let me move my hips so you can't go further. Let's just rotate. Let's do this position. Yeah, no.
Damn, man.
Bigger
Let
is
her sit on your
not
face for
always
30
better.
minutes.
It'd be the same motherfuckers that be like, sit on it. Whoa, what are you talking about? Sit on it.
I need
I
you
will
to
say that
bounce on
is-
it. Crazy
is the benefit of-
style.
That's the benefit of being able to just shop around.
Shop around.
Mine is silicone based, so I get to like pick whatever size I want.
Which is
Well,
since
yeah,
we're
I'm
on
having to pump mine.
since we're on the topic, has your wife laid that thing on you? She put that thing on you?
Yeah, man. Like that's someone that had asked me this before. Fucking. Oh well, do you like if you like dildos, then you must be like bi or something because you like dick then. And I'm like, no, calm down. See, anatomically, I'm a woman, right? I'm a lesbian, and I'm still a woman. God damn it.
You still get off
So-
on penetration.
Yeah, no, that still works. Like that. That's not sexual orientation based.
hmm
The parts are still the parts. The thing is that when I look up, if it's a dude, instant lady boner down. That mere thought of it. So that's the problem. See, you're a man. That's the issue.
Yeah. Some people just really motherfuckers that are just ignorant. And it's
Yeah.
either it's two things. Either they're ignorant or they're mad that they can't join. Will say shit like that.
Mm.
Like I always find it that is always the dudes that would have no chance whatsoever that will say some shit like that. Like always trying
And
to like
they're-
kind of convert like the lesbian, just like oh well, you just never tried the right dick before. Hold on, motherfucker.
Oh no. The thing that gives me solace with this
Mhm.
is the fact that all men, if they go get a physical, their yearly physical, all men at one age will have to get a prostate exam.
I'm getting up
I've
there.
heard.
I think it's like
I've
yeah.
heard
Some sooner than later, but that's a personal choice.
that I've heard that some men experience a little surprise when they get that go through that experience, and they get
I mean, yeah, when you
insecure as
push
fuck about that shit, right? So
I mean,
when that happens, when they have that reaction, they will either one understand or two go like, am I gay? And go through this entire fucking questioning of their sexuality, life shattering experience. They had an orgasm because their prostate was touched, and yeah, gives me a little bit of solace.
Well, it's a good thing it's only one finger and not like a whole fist.
Hey.
I seen that.
This is your inner monologue speaking. Just letting you know this is normal. But if you find this enjoyable, then you might be gay. No, just joking. No, that's not always the case. No, because the thing is, pegging is a thing too, and doesn't make you gay. It's just hey, just a little extra notch to your kink flag. So nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and they've got great toys nowadays that like great toys for
They might-
guys
Mhm.
that hits
Yeah,
that
man.
prostate and like takes your whole like it takes sex to a different space altogether.
Mhm.
Dude, that's right. That's how this started. Fucking do dudes use toys? Because that's the question that started this fucking
Whole episode.
yeah. When I went to Japan, it's like their sex shops are like floors, man, like 7-story high sex shops with all kind of shit, and an entire floor dedicated to just like dude sex toys. But I've never really like dudes
It gets crazy.
fucking use sex toys because I work in a lot of I've worked in a lot of trades where I hang out with a lot of men, and we have like some nasty ass conversations, and that just has never come up.
Have you noticed it's kind of
Like,
the weirdest things that like in those situations that the craziest stories you hear are from supposedly like the straightest guys that are very homophobic? Because I got into a conversation with a dude at my work, and he immediately was talking about how he was working out with a bunch of gay dudes and this isn't that, and then they started talking about the dick pumps and then this and that, and like one of them had a kickstand. I was like, bro, why are you telling me this when we were talking about finance? Where did this come from? I
are you
just
curious or something?
like that's the big thing. But like going to the back to toys and whatnot, there is so much you can just explore with nowadays, just even by yourself. Hell, there's long distance toys, if you want to call them that work off of like Bluetooth that you can put in certain places, and your partner can every now and then give you a buzz just to let them know he or she know that they're thinking about you, or
They're
put
amazing.
the vibration, yeah, or put the vibrations on towards your favorite playlist, or Skrillex, or the Doom soundtrack.
Doom
Just
soundtrack.
yeah, oh god, fucking
Just lots of bass and guitar riffs.
imagine rip and tear happening when you're trying to shop for groceries. I'm just saying,
Oh my god.
Yeah, I usually can't do it while I'm shopping.
but yeah, just
Shopping takes too
imagine
much concentration. Shopping takes way too much concentration.
What if you had someone there
I
with
just
you?
Again, so I had a partner recently who so I have one of those Bluetooth Wi-Fi capable toys, and my partner had access to it when we went grocery shopping, and he was just messing with me. And I'm pretty sure I had an orgasm in the middle of the shampoo aisle at one of my local grocery stores. Because it was
Damn.
like the thrill of A, getting caught, B, doing it in public, because that's one of my kinks, is being an exhibitionist and a voyeur. So doing things outside doesn't scare me. Like, I do have a hard limit that if any kid can see me, it's a no-go. Nah, we're not doing that.
Right, because is the
protect the
sex
baby.
offenders list is the registered sex offender type shit.
don't want to have to do that sex offender shuffle.
But at the same time, adding toys to your sex life can be quite fun, because it's not the same thing day in and day out. And I have more than enough toys to share half of them with my friends and still have enough. But I have no idea where I was going with that.
No, you were still
Do you have to
valid.
throw all those toys in the dishwasher at some point in time?
No. Toys do not go in the dishwasher. You
Okay,
hand
cool.
wash those motherfuckers.
No, I
Yeah.
saw a meme about that a while
Oh
back.
dear God.
Oh
Oh my
Jesus.
God. That just reminded me. One time, on the
Uh-oh.
ship, man, I was doing laundry, and I go, and there's a bag. Someone left their laundry in the dryer and never came back for it. No, the washer, and then never came back for it.
Oh no.
People took it out, put it in a bag, and in between all the clothes, there was a fucking dildo, and it just stayed
Oh
there.
no.
No one claimed that bag. It got fucking put away.
Till this
No
day.
one. Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm
dude,
like,
I found
damn, dude. Oh no.
I found engineering's communal fleshlight in my boat.
Oh,
Ew.
did you just use
Dude, I
the
was
word communal?
You said communal.
You just said communal.
So I'm in aviation, and then I don't do anything with boat stuff, so I throw shit at them all the time. But no, I was taking a deuce and get up, and in the angle iron I just see something lime green, and I look at I shit you not, I shook my head, I looked at it again, it's bright green pussy lips just looking at me. It was a fleshlight just sitting there. I was like, no, I'm not dealing with this today. Like that's how I knew I was just in the twilight zone at that point. It's like, yep, that's fucking. I can't say anything, do anything about it. It's just the way the world is. Ended up sitting outside, the bathroom and just waited. About like 10 minutes later, I just hear, "Oh my god, it's green!" I was like, "Yep, I'm on the boat."
That's fucking funny.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
you do not. Okay, there might have to be another conversation besides the king stuff of all the dumb shit that will happen if you put enough people in a enclosed area that just would not fly in the greater United States. No, again, flashlight just being left out in the middle of a shitter. Yeah. And
Oh
I
my
have a story about
God.
taking people's cookies, but that's a whole different section.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm down to do a military experience episode, so we can probably get some more probably get Donnie on if he's down for it.
Or you could
Talk about
probably
his
add some job
experiences.
corps stories into that as well.
Oh Jesus Christ! We'll do a job corps story too.
So, anyways, I was tripping on Robitussin and I'm taking the bus to San
Ah,
Ysidro.
Oh God, no,
no.
no,
The ants. The itch.
that's fucked
Oh,
up.
no.
That's fucked up. But we'll talk about that
No
another
road
day.
tripping.
We'll talk about that one another
Oh
day.
man. When you guys were talking before about during the consent portion of the episode, you guys mentioned people going to the sex shop and buying touching the whips and actually feeling the tools, I guess, or of the trade. Uh, like toys, man. I feel like quality. I hate, not hate, but the cheap ones. I prefer to shop around and yeah, sure, spend $80 on a sex toy, but it's good quality, not gonna break. Fucking trust trust this thing.
Yeah, no,
Especially because keeping
I've
it
got,
clean, man, for safety.
well, not only
'Cause-
that, but if you go into it, so when you start with cuffs, let's start with cuffs. Your first set of cuffs, they're usually what? The fuzzy handcuffs, right? Right?
Everyone, I think, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Little
So your
I've
first
kid
set of
yet to
cuffs are
at
get
usually
the,
the
cuffs.
fuzzy
the
handcuffs.
the little kid
Yet.
at the classic
You got the
sex
fuzzies?
shop
Wait, no, I
with the
might be
mask and
lying.
shit.
I think my ex might have had some fuzzy cuffs. I don't know if we used them though.
Okay. So but cuffs, fuzzy cuffs, like those metal ones, they will leave bruises on your wrists, and if you can't get them off, like you're stuck in them for a good minute until your partner can figure it out. And I know, like, being a dumb teenager, I got cuffed while drunk.
Oh shit.
No sex happened, but I got cuffed. And like I tried getting out of them, and the next day I had some nasty ass bruises on my hand. And
Jesus.
so, like, now that I've gotten older and I've gone to multiple sex shops, I've found that the cuffs that are super comfortable are the not metal. You want ones for beginners. You definitely want ones that have Velcro on them. So that way, if you're uncomfortable at any point, you can just rip them off.
Ooh.
Yeah, the straps.
Yeah, and then you can go to buckles as soon as you figure out what you like. But I've always liked the cuffs that have like the wetsuit lining, because they're squishy, they're soft, they don't hurt, and like, don't get me wrong, leather cuffs, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. They come in different colors and different designs, but if they're not used very often, they're very stiff and they can hurt. So, like, my recommendation for anybody who's going into, like, hey, I want cuffs, don't get the fuzzy ones. Just don't fucking do it. Don't get the metal ones, not worth it. You want to go for the ones that have the thick padding to them. Those are the best ones that you can have when you're going into new cuffs. You want comfort so much when you go into cuffs.
Bars.
I hope you don't mind if I piggyback off of that. I think it was something that you said earlier in another conversation. Start off small. Like, you don't need to, do a whole fist up your butt the first time around. Just start small. Get the smallest toy you can. Start from there and then go up. You never know. Your comfortability level might just be at that lowest point. That goes kind of like for every other kink. There's always a way to start small. And don't let anybody tell you like there's not. Like, you don't have to go directly to getting chained up on a cross, getting whipped and beaten, all that. You can start off small, just on the bed, get light taps, see how you feel about that, see how you feel blindfolded, and you can work your way up from there.
Dude.
There's always levels of escalation and de-escalation.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Bigger is not always better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah. I think we're like people that are exploring kinks. They. I'm pretty sure that they probably saw like maybe like the extreme version on it and be like, "Ooh, I want to try that," and then try to go onto that level right off the bat, and they feel like, "Oh shit, not for me." But like,
I blame
feel like,
modern media and smut and kink book smut books.
It's like they going with this. All right, we gotta go hard or go home. YOLO. Bam! And it's just like, oh shit, no, that's not for me. Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Like, Law and Order, I think, is a big factor in like people having a disgusting view of kink. And I do remember.
Shit, the show?
Yeah, think about it. Like, okay, so imagine your first like interaction with anything like from the furry community. What was that? What do you think it was? Was it, actually meeting a fursuiter and talking to them and all that? Mind you, I'm getting off a tangent. Or was it, that episode of CSI where that one of them hits them in the road, and then you figure out it's all just a sex thing? It's like, no.
For me, it was Canard, but
it was. I would say, yeah. I would think I'm in the same boat. I was like in the combination of just like all the fan art that I would see, and then like, no, someone was a furry in Job Corps, and that's what kind of turned me off to it. I forget who it was.
Was it the guy that always played like PlayStation in the corner?
Charles? No, not Charles.
No, the
wake up, Charles.
Patrick.
Patrick.
Patrick?
No.
Oh,
No, not Patrick, but his boyfriend.
uh,
Patrick's boyfriend? Was
Not
he a
not
furry?
not the cool autistic one, right?
No,
No.
you talking about Josue, right? I think that was
His name was
him.
Josue?
Wait.
Was it Josue?
Was it
No.
Josue?
No.
Yeah, cause he would always play the PlayStation, like he would always play like it was fucking like Samurai Warriors and shit. And
Yeah.
then he was dating like that one chick. I think her name was Kim.
Was it Kim?
Yeah, I think her
I
name was
don't
Kim.
know, but yeah,
Yeah. It was it was the big white girl. You know, her eyes were a little weird, but you know, hey, not judged. She wore glasses and shit. We had the anime club. She was head of it, and then like left, and then shit kind of went sideways, and then we weren't able to do anime club anymore. But yeah,
yeah. Oh,
yeah, I remember. I know exactly. I remember who you were talking about, but I don't he it might have been him being known as, you know, quote unquote him being a furry, but I felt like Charles was also one too, but then again, I might be mistaking it, but there was a lot of just like I would say like the worst of things that I saw in Job Corps, but like, you know, I was 19, 20 at the time,
yeah.
still trying to
It's
figure
just
shit out. I mean, all of us were all in that same boat. So I mean, like,
yeah.
it
I
is
mean,
what it
just
is.
in general, when it comes to some of these things, like our first interaction of it isn't the actual
Of course. Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it's again glazed over by the media. It's meant to be something not so much repulsive as more or less dangerous or suave or anything like that. And relatively, kink should be safe. It should be. It
Yeah,
shouldn't be,
like
you know,
I know for a
the
fact I'll try anything at least twice. Because the first time it could just be like I could just be in a bad mood and not enjoying it in general, or the person my partner is new to it and they didn't do enough research. So like I'm always willing to try something twice. And if it still doesn't work after the second time, it's like, nah, that's not for me. And I'm okay with that. I know that everybody has their own things that they like. Like I had a partner who's really into leather and pleather. And it's not really for me because like it sticks to me. But I'm more than willing, like I was always more than willing to put on a pleather item for him.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Just so he got the enjoyment from it. But I wasn't, head to toe in pleather or head to toe in latex. Like,
right.
nah.
It was like, all right, I'll put on this choker, or I'll put on this wristband, or some
I'll put
like
on this
I don't know,
harness.
yeah,
I'll put
harness.
on this skirt for you.
Okay,
Or
pleather skirt. Okay.
Oh, I like that.
yeah, or a
I
pleather
heard that.
top.
I like. I like that. You know, I like that pleather skirts. I heard that shit.
But like
Nah,
you have to also be like understanding and forgiving, communication, consent. It all goes into sex and life in general actually if we're really getting into it. But in
Yeah.
the kink community, all of that is so important, and I wish more people would understand that. Like, we all have to be empathetic to other people. We can't just dominate because we want to. It doesn't
Hmm.
work that way.
No.
I think that's more like a
You
social
know,
aspect
Yeah,
community. Like
it
it
all
that's
goes back, man, too.
it's like what Devon said, alpha male type shit. Like it's not, or even trying to
yeah,
be like an
it's
alpha female. You know, like maybe I'm wrong on this one. So excuse my ignorance. You know, is just when I was floating around FetLife, and I'm pretty sure this isn't the case, but the vibes that I would get from female doms is like, is there like some deep rooted like hatred that you have towards men that you just want to like dominate men? Like there was the vibes that I was getting. Now, however, based off what we talked about so far, not always the case because you know there are men that are subs and you know that just goes into the kink. So you know, like I said, excuse my ignorance on this because like I'm pretty sure I know that's not the case. It's just that it goes back to what Max said about like what your first like experience is. And like that was the vibe that I would get from a lot of female doms that I've seen like on media, and that's not the general consensus. I'm sure it's not the general consensus, but it just feels just like, uh, hey, I didn't do it to you. So
Yeah, I don't want to get in the gimp suit. Get in the gimp suit, please. No, get in the
please
gimp suit.
no.
That's how. But that I see that in like media too. But like the couple of dominates that I've actually talked to or have actually interacted with or seen, they are very orderly and they take care of their subs. There's a reason why these men are with them or do the things that they do with them.
Mhm.
Some of those things are fucking heinous, don't get me wrong, because I would never do it, but that's
Right.
just a personal preference at that point. There's something called a whirly gig. I found out what it was. I was scared of that person. I respected that person, but I was scared.
Right.
What? How would you
Electroplay and
spell that?
tinsel, think about it.
Oh, what?
What?
Electroplay and tinsel, think about it.
I don't want to.
Ooh.
Hey, man, we don't kink shame. We do not kink shame here.
No
Oh, no,
kink
I'm
shaming
not
around
kink
here.
shaming. I have so
No.
much respect for that guy that went through it, but like that scares me.
Yeah,
I
like
don't do well with stingy. I'm just gonna say that.
yeah.
Yeah, and
I've been
you
shocked enough.
learn and you find out through communicating with your partner and exploring, starting off small, working your
Mhm.
way up. Like, I'm pretty sure that dude did not start off there. I'm pretty
Oh
sure
yeah,
he started off with like tiny shocks here and there, and then they worked up to that.
oh,
Mhm.
I love how that just literally tied everything we've been talking about, man. Like
no.
communication, fucking starting small, everything in that
It's
one
also
phrase,
learning
man.
from example too.
Mhm.
Dude,
I saw that man. There was an example done in him. I said, that's not for me.
not
I shook
I.
his hand afterwards. I congratulated him. I was like, God dang. But no, that's another story.
Story for another time. So,
Uh,
all right. So, I would say for me personally, the most kinkiest shit I've probably done this year, or no, not this year, because I haven't done shit this year, that I've done last year was go to a sex club.
the what?
Yeah, that was probably the freakiest shit I've done so far. Was go
Oh
to
no,
a
I
sex
didn't hear
club.
it. You. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you, Miss Risa, for being there, because I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't now. I'm pretty sure if I were to go back, I would have a much better go of it because, like, I was shy and timid as fuck. Because one, I'm like, all right, like, I would have never thought that I would have gotten into a hot tub butt naked in front of a bunch of people I don't know. So,
It also, like, you have to, like, honestly, getting into anything new, I find that it's a lot easier to do if you have somebody that knows about it.
mhm,
Like, I've gone to sex clubs and have for well over 15 years. And I didn't know about them until somebody else took me. And I didn't realize how much I enjoyed them until I had gotten there. Because before that, I was like, I want to experience these things, but I don't know where to go. Um, which, like, and as somebody who has taken multiple people to new clubs and like having them get those experiences, I always say, hey, this can be very overwhelming. If you are uncomfortable at any point, let me know and we can dip out. We can leave. We can go get Taco Bell and we can just talk about the experience afterwards. Like, we can process everything, or you can internalize it, whatever floats your boat. But when it comes to like new experiences, it's always better to go with somebody than to do it by yourself. The buddy system is great.
gotta have a buddy system.
Dude, yeah.
round of applause for
Dude.
the buddy system.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just saying, like I said, shy, very timid, didn't know really what I was doing. Tried to shoot my shot, no luck.
It was also
However,
kink night, so like that's a
yeah.
whole nother chaos in itself.
Okay. So like, if it was just like a normal casual night, things would have been slightly different.
Yeah, things would have been slightly different.
Yeah, because on the way out, I swear to God, like right after we finish, and then on the way out, I'm just like, is that is is that a gangbang happening right there? Is she taking all challengers right now? Is this what's going on? I was like, oh shit, that happened. I seen that. That shit was crazy as hell. And then
Here
I
comes
was
a new
I was
challenger.
so mad at myself because like I was congested as fuck. Like I had like got the sniffles that morning we went, and I'm just like, son of a bitch. So like I'm fucking tired, winded and shit, barely breathe, fucking AC blowing in my face and shit. But then there was a part like mid stroke, it took me out when that one girl she says, "Oh, right in the crease." Took me out. Took me out.
What?
That shit took me out.
Did I? No. All right in the crease.
Okay, so context. So when we were playing, there was someone else getting spanked, and the person spanking her got her like in the crease where I want to say like where the thigh meat and the butt between the thigh meat and like the butt cheek ends, like right in that area, the crease, the base of the butt where the thigh.
You just gave me
Base of the
my new
mountain.
Christian alt band name. I'm using that right in the
Right,
crease.
right in the crease. She said, I just heard a pop, and she goes, "No, in the crease, right in the crease." I was like, "No, not the crease."
Oh my god, no.
Oh shit!
That's the name of my new
Took
Christian
me out.
rock band.
Oh,
Took me out. Fucking took me out, bro.
The crease. Nah.
Right in the crease.
Yeah, my brain must have been somewhere else during that because I did not hear it.
You didn't. Well, you were probably like on your like 20th orgasm at the time, so
Yeah, probably.
that could have been it too. Like, and also like I don't know what it like. I was glad that I was at least able to perform the act in front of a bunch of people because that was new for me. Like, oh, so
Oh, your first time.
it was
I'm
my
so
first.
proud.
Oh, you
It was
popped the
like,
cherry.
yeah, like I tried to do when in Rome, do what the Romans do, and like, all right, we're here now. Had a whole fucking 20-minute conversation with two other couples in the hot tub, butt naked. All right, ventured off, shot my shot at Cinnamon and her girlfriend or her friend she was with. But oh my god, man,
They were cute.
they were very cute, very very cute. I ain't gonna front. Yes,
Huh.
if I ever see Cinnamon there again, I'll be like, hey, so remember me? I'm ready, baby. No. No, but yeah, if I ever, not even if, but I really want to go again. So, and I'm pretty sure I'll have a much better go around. Um, second time around, because only
Yep.
because now that I experienced it and kind of like, all right, and also like I think for me and even in public settings, it's just like it is a little hard for me to mingle, and that's kind of like new people type shit. But
I'm a great
yeah,
wingman.
you are. You are. You
I found a good way is to springboard off of someone else. Like if you can get into a good conversation with somebody and make it kind of loud, other people will flock to you
Hmm.
just to hear what you have to say.
mm,
You
Like,
can even be like, "Hey, I'm new at this. Can you what do you recommend?" And like, people are always willing to talk about experiences, and like, it's it's a whole community in itself once you dip your toes into it. And once you find your community, it's nice. It's like having cuddles all the time. Well, for me, anyways.
right.
snugs.
Right now, we're talking all about clubs, right? But in previous conversation with on Friday when we're talking, this is the first time I ever heard about what Mac brought up, um the meetups.
Oh,
Because
munches.
I never thought about that. I never thought about the fact that in states and in places where there's less people, or like why not more clubs? Why go more like private like that?
So I'll give you a little clarification on that. In the area where I live, there's not a lot of big clubs like that, like out in Oregon and whatnot, or San Diego. There's a bunch of clubs out in San Diego that I just found out about after I left. But there's not a lot of population, or it's just spread out. So what people will do is they'll make groups. Sometimes, more or less, it'll be like there are newbie groups. That's how I got into it when I was over in Virginia, or yeah, like I said, they'll make groups or whatnot, and depending on what they're into, it could be a swingers group, it could just be a straight kink group, whatever it may be. There's a common practice of having munches. Now, what a munch is essentially just a meet and greet, and it could be going to get dinner with a bunch of people, or going out to a particular type of event, non-kink, you know, no play stuff, no kink gear, nothing like that. It's in a public setting, and it'll give you a chance to sit down with people, talk, drink, do whatever, just get to know them. And what a lot of groups will do is they'll have a vetting system, three munches at least, get to know some people, and then either some people will vet for you, or those 3 munches will get you into an event. And then from there, it's what happened with me. Did 3 munches, got into an event, and it was more or less, it wasn't even a actual, there was the ground rules and everything was laid out. There was no penetration, no drinking, because that's a big thing. You don't want to be drunk and then having to explain certain situations. Like, you don't want to misconstrue that somebody said no at any point in time. But the thing was that there was a whole bunch of different events. So people were getting spanked, people were getting beaten, people were trying new stuff. It was all just kink related, no penetration either. And that's just more or less for safety's sake. Like, if you want to go and do private stuff, you do it after the party. But that was just one of the groups that I got involved with. And I think that's a great thing for the actual community itself, because it gives everybody kind of almost an entry level way to get into a kink, or get into a group. It just gets you to know people that are in this community, and it gets you to know like the elders of this community, like the people that have been through this a while. There was one group that was in Virginia that was exclusively for newbies, and it was just to teach them like all the different safety and what to look out for and this and that. And mind you, it was at somebody's private residence, but it was just for a way to get people involved and to get people interested. Whatever happens after that, if they leave the group, that's kind of on them. But there was always a way to come back, talk and talk and discuss. But that's generally what I ran into, like out east. But a good thing to do if you ever decide to go on FetLife again is go to places. Choose a place where you're at and see what the biggest city like actual lettering is, because usually that involves a lot of kinksters in it, and 9 times out of 10 you can find groups that are in it, and they'll explain what they do and all that, or just actually like local events in your area. FetLife is still kind of active, even though I would say most of the user base is kind of dead, especially after COVID. But there's still groups and
COVID
whatnot
done
that are
destroyed
still,
a lot of shit.
yeah. There's still groups and whatnot that are still active though. It kind of didn't hit an upsurge, but it kind of came back a little bit after COVID. Everybody being more safe to play and all that. Particularly in my area, it kind of died out, and then it came back a little bit. But yeah, like if you take the chance to like look around, you'll find like all different types of groups. Again, just be careful who you play with and trying to listen to whatever they got to say, or whoever. Keep an ear out. That's what I'm trying to say. Be safe.
Safe sex is the best sex.
You gotta worry about the consequences later.
And
Sometimes
I think
consequences are bruises.
it's smart that a meeting like that, it by taking away the pressure of sex like that, uh, kind of eases the nerves a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Of
it puts a
expectation.
face to it puts the face under the gimp mask. I want to say. So instead of it being, oh, I walk into this area and what am I going to find? Oh, it's just a bunch of people beating on each other and then having sex. It's like, no, it's June and Mark, over there having an impact play, or hey, Josh is inviting you to Kodam on Larry there, who's getting a whipped or whatnot. It just puts a face and it puts familiarity into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can, like a lot of people can go their whole entire experience with it without actually being a dom or sub or anything. It's just, I want to try this. There are people available for that, things of that nature. Like I can tell you an instance where I met my first time actually being tied up was with the dame that did the whirligig on that one dude. But she explained like everything. She laid everything out and told me, it was like, hey, this is what's going to happen. What do you want for aftercare? I was like, just leave me be. That's all I want. Things of that nature. And she, put me up on a hard point, made me dangle on my toes, and she whipped me for a bit. It was fun. I was blindfolded.
Dude.
Yeah, but like, just in general, there's kinky people out there. Just be safe and be careful of those that want to take advantage. First and foremost. Yeah, there's safety in numbers. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, right. I feel that. You don't beat some like weird asshole just looking at you maniacally talking about
Or just overly touchy
put my
feely.
thumb in that orifice.
Yeah, like overly
Do some
like
weird
touchy
shit.
feely though is what I ran into.
Let me try and put my dick in their ear. Type shit.
Nah.
And that
Poke
one
you in the
scene from
ass with my
Scary
dick
Movie
so you
comes
can
to
see me
mind.
coming.
Yeah, you don't want to find that Tinder date that's like, oh, I'm a dominant man or I'm a dominant person, and
No.
I'm gonna make you feel small. And it's like, that's a red flag. I'm gonna go to a more trusted place where I know that there's actually some system to be like, oh no, I care about what you have to say. I care about, aftercare. Like if somebody's profile is gonna say, I'm a dom and I will make you my bitch, essentially, that person is
Oh,
not gonna get very far. You want that person who's like, hey, I've I'm dominant in bed, I listen, I care, aftercare. We can meet up beforehand, talk about it, see if we're a good fit. Like communication. If
yeah,
if your partner is not
yeah,
going to communicate with you and make you feel safe, then red flag it. Don't even try.
yeah. I would say like the worst examples that I've seen just cruising on FetLife is 20-year-old doms that have 3 X's in their name and their profile picture is either their dick or a wolf. Like that shit's annoying.
Dick or a wolf? I'm dead.
That shit's annoying. Like, have you ever seen like somebody that's younger than you and you instantly feel like the boomer, like you want to tell them that what they're doing is like kind of fucked up, and you're right, but you feel old. That's what I feel like when I go on FetLife sometimes. It's like
Okay, so like
shit's weird.
me being 5 years deep in their 30s and just being in a leadership role at my job, I'm just like, you YNs. you get on my nerves sometime, but you know what? You gonna learn. Like and not to like deviate too much, but it goes back. It's just what people see in media. You got the Andrew Tates. Top G. You got your gift for yourself. a Bugatti, and you got to treat these women, you know, a certain way.
Yeah.
Flash your money, gentlemen. Get your Bugatti and be the top G. But
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. No, I legit had to deal with this dude. He was in the first bilingual class that I taught, and talking about, oh, I gotta be, I'm a dominant. I like to be dominant. I like to be the provider and all this shit. And like, and right, and part of me just should have said I probably shouldn't have said the conversation, but I told him, and I told him this, like, listen, modern day women are gonna have their own bread these days. So you're gonna have to offer a lot more than just money and dick.
Yep.
That's
But I got good dick.
in yeah, and then he ended up getting fired for sexual harassment. So
That shit.
dude, nah, so he
Oh,
fucking
the
did
earth
some
is healing.
he did some weird shit, dude. Like he fucking grabbed somebody's hair, and then like he kept trying to get at this other girl who, all right, so let me just say this. She just had her first kid, married. What makes you think she is even remotely available?
Oh
Granted,
God.
now, like despite her appearances, because she was a very pretty girl, like she has, man, yeah, she still had, because she would pump too. So the titties was tittying like every day. Like I ain't gonna front. Like she was a very, very attractive girl, but that's still not for you just to go out of your way and try and get at her, bro. She's not for you. She got a whole man at home and a family back at home. That's not happening. Like I get it, shoot your shot, but like don't shoot your shot unless, man, listen, don't shoot your shot if you're not even on the same court, bro. She's not playing the same game as you, my guy. Don't do it.
None. There was no
Don't
shot,
do it.
man.
There was no
Jesus.
shot. There was no shot. Y'all on a whole different playing field right now. That was not for you, and you got fired for it.
No, he shot, but he just shot himself in the foot.
Shot himself in the foot. He cheddar bobbed himself. That was the shot he took. He cheddar bobbed himself. Shot himself in the leg with his own gun.
Oh gosh.
Man, like that was wild to me.
uh, do we want to move into like individual kinks or like story time?
I mean, I'm pretty vanilla, but I mean I can get my kinks out of the way. So so if we're just talking like in bed, as far as just like the freakiest shit I have done so far was choking. So like not even like full on like I'm squeezing the life out of somebody, but just like a pressure there. And she like loved me for it for a little bit, you know. So I think as far as that, but like I think for me my biggest strength is the foreplay. Like I like to really like build up before penetration. So we're talking like, oral, um, you know, sucking nipples, fingering, um, you know, um I will like what's the correct term for it where like you're sucking on somebody's neck to a point where like they get hickeys, I guess sucking on necks.
Yeah.
Maybe
Biting.
lack of a lack of a better term. So like foreplay is definitely where I thrive
Suckling on that neck
sexually.
bone.
Yeah, like if I feel like if I'm at a point, it's just like if I feel like I can't do my foreplay shit, then I feel like I failed in bed. And there were some partners in the past where I felt like I couldn't really get on my foreplay shit, like be like at the tippity top of like of my prime of like where I am, like this is it. Like, I'm at least gonna give you at least like 2 or 3 O's before I stick my dick in. At least. Maybe more. Who knows? Different strokes for different folks. But that's kind of like where I am. So it's the choking, and like I've tried anal. It's not my go-to, but if that's something that my partner wants, then I will oblige, because then that's the person that wants to satisfy you and serve you.
Hey,
Part of me
just remember,
aspect
bro,
of it.
start off small.
I mean, I'm not.
Lube, lube.
Yeah, lube. I got you. I got you. Like, listen, unfortunately, I've got shit on a couple of times, but it is what it is.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
happens. It happens.
it happens.
But it happens. That's
Uh,
that's the
uh,
that's the that's the risk you run with fucking people that are into anal. Like, did you at least like my whole thing is like, if this is your thing, right? Can you at least like go on like on a fast? You know,
Like,
this is like a
it's surprising, like the amount of work it takes to actually clean up like that,
mhm.
like to make your butthole like squeaky clean, essentially.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you can't like do shit a lot because then you get rid of all of the good bacteria in your gut biome.
Mhm. Yeah.
Odd story.
wow.
Usually before Gay Pride Month, a lot of twinks will change their diet completely and almost go on fast because they know they're going to get so much play during that entire month.
They're
It's like, that's
preparing
dedication,
themselves.
right? That's dedication right there. They're a hot commodity. They know their worth. God damn it.
Oh, the twinks.
Oh my god. Have no
Listen.
idea.
Really?
No, no idea.
Fuck, man.
so wait, so you're a fan of Stargate, right? So you've seen the Stargate movie, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So you know who I'm talking about, right?
I had to look them up, and yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Bro,
It's a
man,
that
if
is a
I was
very
gay, that is he could
you don't
he
have
could get it. He could get it. He could get it. If I was
everybody
gay,
looks the same face down on the pillows, bro. I'm just saying.
he could get it. I swear to God, if I was gay, Jay Davidson could get it. Ah!
You don't have to be gay. Just put him
I
face
don't know,
down.
man.
He looks like a girl from the back. Just
He looks
boom.
like a girl from the back, yeah, but there's a whole ass cock right there, though. Whole ass just
Maybe he's
meaty
into
dick
anal. You don't even have to look
right
at it.
there.
I'm just
It's
saying.
it's the existence of the cock. It's yeah, I get it. I feel it.
Change your
It
mind.
is.
Fuck it, man. You don't even have to see it.
You want to even have to see it? Shut up.
It's there.
It's there, but yeah. So as far as like my kinks in bed, that's pretty much. I mean, like, hey, I'm all for new tricks. So if you want to be tied up or the cuffs or whatever the case may be, like, I'm not afraid of implementing new things in the bedroom. I would just want to have I need somebody to do that with. So I'm not. Yeah, if you want to bring out some shit, bring it out. We'll go from there.
Say that now, but when you hit the flogger, ooh,
The fucking.
why's that shit got studs on it?
Oof.
Anywho.
Well, Ms. Risa was telling me about the vampire gloves, so I mean, like, I'll use that. Like, I'll
Ooh,
buy that for
jeez.
somebody.
Vampire
You,
gloves.
I
Yeah.
I still
They're
gotta.
leather gloves with spikes on them. It's
I've seen those.
I
Those
bought
look
a
so
pair.
fun.
I bought a pair
Oh, you
because
Oh,
finally
like
got him?
yeah, I finally got them. And like for me it's the sensory part of it. Like I don't need somebody to wear the gloves and like grab me, but like just to wear the gloves and lightly drag their hands across my body. Ooh, instant shivers and goosebumps.
oh, that sounds so much fun.
Right?
So okay. So for me, like I said a couple times during this episode, I like thuddy rather than stingy. Marisa probably knows why I like thuddy because I like getting the shit kicked out of me. That's a whole different story. But like heavy floggers, I love being used on me, but I will do like the light touch, the scraping or the scratching. I can't do anything sharp as far as like a stinging pain. Like that just sets me like through the roof. I do not like it. But what I want to kind of get into is like knife play. And I have one in particular back home that I really like because it's all blunt except for the point, essentially, yeah. But it's just that sensation of just having like cold steel drawn across your flesh. Like that shit, it's oof, oh gosh.
So
Like
is there like you would bleed though, right?
no, 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 no. If
Okay.
I would say that's more the extreme end. So I'm gonna say this. You look like a man of culture. Have you ever been to one of those like mall katana shops?
Yeah, a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So none of those blades are generally like sharp out along the blade, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Not as
for
well.
You
reasons.
can't like, yeah, yeah. That's essentially on the low end, kind of what it is.
Okay.
So it's more of the sensation. Like you would also kind of like combine it with sensory deprivation, like blindfolding. You know, keeping the hands away, keeping the hands bound, things of that nature. So it's more or less the sensation of just having that cold steel drawn across you, and you having to imagine like what's happening. Or if you want to really excite somebody, you know, do it slowly, 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 and if you have enough control, like especially if they have enough control, you can dig the tip into them just slightly.
Oh, I
Things of
see.
that nature,
But not
inducing.
not to where like you're puncturing skin or anything like that. You're
Yeah,
just
no, like
I feel it.
I don't know, like in the like I don't know, in, like if that actually happens, and if it does, because I know certain there's like certain blood play you can do, but
Yeah,
I've
that's
never
that's that's an
experienced.
instant no for me, dog.
Yeah, no, like that's like I could never top that scene or bottom that kind of scene because I do not trust myself at that point to not necessarily control myself, but control the situation. That
Mm.
is too like I'll do the blunt edge or you know the non-sharpened point, but I know I have enough control with that length of the blade rather than doing the tip. There's actually a blunted tip on the back end of the knife that I like that I can do that with, but that won't puncture skin unless I'm like pushing or they jump into me essentially. But when it comes to like things of that nature, like it's a very visual experience. I've seen some scenes where you know this is not in regards of knife play, but like floggers or you know um, wood instruments that you know they've left their partner's ass essentially black and blue. And for me, like it takes a level of trust for me to want to do that with somebody because that's very extreme. Like I know for a fact I could leave a bruise, but I don't know how much force to put into it. I mean, again, that goes back to communication. It's leveling of severity and how much control you have over the scene. Because that really is what a dom's role should be. It's more and less of service to the sub. Like, yeah, you'll get your kicks out of it if you're into that kind of stuff, but the big thing is controlling the scene or controlling the kind of play you're into
Yeah,
when it
like
comes to yeah, when it comes to like impact play or anything that involves like breath control, like choking, that takes that just takes control of not only yourself but on this area surrounding you. Because you know there could be a situation where somebody's bound up, they can't really talk because they're in a type of headspace. Like, have you ever like zoned out in a sense, or you've been so wrapped up in a scene that you don't realize what's happening?
so like if I'm being like honest here, so might not look like it, but if I'm in like a very public place and there's like a lot of people that I'm not familiar with, like I have like I have such like anxiety where like I'm too aware of shit going on. So I cannot there's not a situation where I can just zone out in a public space.
Okay, so that's valid. Um, were you ever like big into certain sports or you know ever in like a particular hobby?
Yeah, so that That I get, because then
Yeah.
then I'm just tuning everything and not realizing what's going on, because I've definitely have lost some days being stuck on fucking either Monster Hunter, or even a game that I've been waiting to play for a
Mhm.
long time, and I finally
Yeah.
get to do it, and then as soon as I turn it on, and the next thing I know is it is the sun coming up?
Yeah. Well,
Damn.
I kind of want to attribute headspace to something like that. More or
Okay.
less, you're so engrossed in the either the act or just a sensation or just a thought, even that you're in a different state of mind. When it comes to subspace, they're so entrenched into the scene that they might not actually be aware of what's happening to them. As far as, maybe they got hit a little bit too hard in an area, maybe they started to bleed, maybe they really aren't are where they're being choked out that hard, even, or if anything particularly hurts on them because they're either over stimulated to the point where they just don't notice things. And that's where it comes to the job of the dumb to realize what is happening.
Yeah,
The
I
way it
can I
seems
can
is,
piggyback on
yeah.
that with a different scenario, um because of my exhibition and voyeurism kinks. I like to be seen as I like the idea of being the walking fleshlight, if that makes any sense. um I want to be the
Huh.
object that people want to fuck, and I'm the scene that I want to do. It's like the only thing I haven't been able to do, is because I don't have that partner that I trust enough to be my lookout person.
Uh,
Because when it comes to essentially a gangbang per se, if I can't tell a guy no because he's not going to listen to me, that's not safe for me. So I want somebody there to protect me from that person, because I may not be able to stop what I'm doing in the middle of what I'm doing to be like, no, dude, get the fuck off me. I want somebody there as a backup, and I just haven't been able to find that person. So this will be probably a lifelong bucket list item,
yeah, I can see
until
that.
I find that person. But if I can't find that person, then there's no way that I'm going to do that, because I know I know it's not safe for me. B, if something goes wrong, it's gonna go wrong.
Hmm.
And essentially, I'm not gonna know these people from, Adam. So I don't know if I can trust them to not do anal on me, or not to spank me so hard that they leave a bruise.
Mhm.
And that, again, that's not safe for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna do it if it's not safe.
Yeah.
But being a voyeur and an exhibitionist, I can go to um, a club out here in the greater Northwest and get my rocks off. I can pick one person and have a bunch of people watch me get fucked by this person. No problem. But I also have to set up ground rules, person I'm having sex with, no anal. Don't hit me too hard. If you're gonna
All time.
spank me, I need love taps. I don't I don't need you smacking me so hard that you leave a handprint. That's gonna get you nowhere. But also, see all these guys that are gonna watch this, don't let them touch me. And
Yeah.
if you can't stop them from touching me, then this isn't gonna work. And again,
Mhm.
goes back to communication. Gotta communicate with your partners.
Mhm.
Steve,
Bars.
because think because like thinking about that, like the more people, the more problems you get. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it, but you're gonna have to make some friends.
Make some
Like,
friends. Well,
well,
you
the
got
more people you
one.
can trust in that situation. You got two. Anyways, fucking like the more you need more people that you can trust in that situation,
Yeah.
and then you could set the ground rules and all that. But that's like, ooh, that's a lot of hands because I don't know how many
That
people you
that
want in that
that's a
situation.
month. That's at least a minimum of a month planning,
Mm-hmm.
and could take up to 5 years to plan it just right. Like,
Just like a
Jeez.
D&D campaign.
yep,
Oh my
yep. All the
god!
players have got to be there. All the players have got to be
Ah,
there, otherwise we can't play.
No. They get turned into
that's
an
so more
NPC, and then they just
complicated, man.
walk beside us, and then you just cast their powerful stuff all the time. I'm just saying, you can do it without. No, they just leveled up. They
You
just leveled up
you got
unconsciously.
wares, I got coin. I got coin if you got wares.
Because
Oh
you have coin if you have words. That's kind of very terrible. Well, that's a
gotta
whole different
gotta
story.
gotta roll for initiative.
Oh shit! I rolled a 1.
Well, guess I'm going last in this gangbang.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I would have so much fun with that.
You have to roll for it. That would.
Dude.
Oh my
fucking
god, that
a
could be
fucking
something.
a fucking D&D themed fucking gangbang sounds fucking amazing. I ain't gonna lie.
You have to roll to a.
You gotta roll to go first. Fucking roll for initiative for any kind of penetration. Roll for initiative for a blowjob. Like that
No,
would be
your class
crazy.
determines what kind of toy you get.
Oh my
Oh
Yes.
god!
Yes.
yes, that would be fucking crazy.
And guess what? You can give the wizards like the Bluetooth one, and you can just put them in the closet and never be seen again.
And the
So
bard,
They're
the bard can
nerds.
pick the party music.
all right, bars on
Oh
ox.
Oh
god.
man.
Oh no. So okay. This is kind of going on a tangent.
Okay.
The spellcasters, when it comes on their initiative, they get to choose the playlist for the fucking vibrating plug.
Oh. Okay.
So
And the
5 years from now.
5 years from now.
So 5 years from now, we're gonna meet where?
Oh shit.
We'll get an
Airbnb.
Airbnb.
You don't know what you just done. You've just got the motion going. Now it's just all up in the air right now. We just got to make it keep rolling.
Yeah,
The
there
ball
we
can
go.
only roll up.
Right. Take my money.
Let me kickstart
No,
this.
Okay.
but no, like going back to like particular types of kinks. I'm very into like primal play, like wrestling and binding people up with their, with. I was actually having a conversation with somebody. Like I told her, like simply, all I don't want to do is rip your clothes off and use it, bind you up, and as I have my way with you, stuff like that. Like dominating, yes, but like more in a physical sense rather than get on your knees and suck my dick kind of way. Like I have to earn that shit. And just like the biting, the scratching, the foreplay with it, it just, I honestly can just have fun just naked wrestling and no penetration. Like that shit's fun. Like, okay, it's gonna sound weird, but I get really growly during sex, especially in like certain sense situations. Like I said, for instance, with the whole knife play, like that cold sensation on my skin, I turn like it's gonna sound weird, but I kind of turn into like a cat purring almost. It's something like just like deep in me that I hear, and it's like, oh god, like doing it like in a situation where I'm not, in the mood, it sounds so fucking weird to me right now. Like I try to do it just right now, but it's more or less just being. Oh,
He said this D&D sex campaign. I didn't know I could do that. Hey, I learn something new on the stream every day.
but like, but yeah, just it's more or less just being close to your partner, paying attention to their every little sound and noise they make, and the mule gets. Oh my god, it's so fun. Anywho, there's also in primal play there's hunting too, which is fun. I haven't done it yet, but I really want to.
Naked tag in the woods.
Naked tag.
Naked time in the woods.
Well, hold on, because we old now,
It
so
is
we got to
pretty
make
fun.
sure our knees are up for the challenge.
Squats.
Naked tag
That's
in the
all I
house?
can tell you.
Naked tag in the house.
Naked tag in the house?
Fine. Still bad knees, but okay.
Naked hide and
it'll
seek in
be
the house.
naked hide and seek. That would, I mean, hey, that could work because then our knees
Yeah.
will have a break. We're not always running and shit. But I mean, like, I was gonna say some snarky ass comment to you because I mean, like, all that body hair you got, my friend, like that primal shit ain't too far off.
Why do you think I haven't got it waxed off yet? I know what I'm about. Don't you yuck my yum.
No, hey,
Hey man, yeah,
hey,
no,
hey,
no
hey,
shame,
no
no shame,
shade,
no
no
shame.
shade, no
Look,
shade, no shade.
I've
I'm
come
just
to
saying,
find out that
you just so happen to fit the part. That's all I'm
look,
saying.
I know in certain groups, especially the gay community, I'm what's called a bear.
Bear,
And that's for
yes,
good
I
reason.
know. I know you are a bear.
Dude, I went to bear night in San Diego. That shit was amazing.
I bet it was a bunch of bears. Nah,
No,
so
a bunch of tweaks.
there's a bear that works
Oh
at my
shit!
job.
Looking for bears.
No, they're oh my god. Anyways, anywho, I'll
Dude.
pass this on to somebody else before I get into a giant diatribe on some other BS.
So Mary, what are your kinks? What you into?
Beans and rice.
You said, what did you say? Beans and rice?
What? No?
God damn it.
Did you say beans and rice?
What? No.
You're a fucking asshole, bro.
I didn't think y'all heard that. That was just for me. Okay. So it was an intrusive thought. It needed to come out.
Matt
Oh god.
I'm not racist. I'm Mexican too.
I mean, yeah, you're half, but yes.
Claire, no, I'm not. Don't put me in the same category as Grey Wolf. He is too fucking cool for that. Cool for my ass.
Oh man. You gonna be trying to
No, this.
convince little baby lesbians?
Like, oh god, no.
Because he probably could. I've heard stories about Grey Wolf. If there was
So-
any man,
Dude.
if there was any man that could turn a lesbian out, it'd be him.
I don't know how much machismo one man could fit into a fur coat, but he did. Like, if you think I'm bad, he was worse. Like, as far as like the amount of fuzz on him, but he pulled, and he was
He's a
kind
shedder,
of
I
mad
bet.
at himself. Yeah, no, he was kind of mad at himself because he only pulled young women. He couldn't get somebody his own age. It was like, why is that? Why is that a problem? Wolfie, why? It's like, I just wanted to settle down. I was like, no, you have the touch. Just keep it going for as long as you can. And he did.
You got the touch. Dun, dun, dun. You got the power.
Anyways, Medi said, what are you into?
Yeah, what's your
Medi.
freaky
Me?
ass nigga shit 69 God? Freaky ass nigga shit. Hey, I'm sorry.
Nah, man. Honestly, like in comparison to everyone else, pretty tame.
Even compared to me. Shit.
Dude. Like
Bijan's vanilla. Are you like plain yogurt?
I love biting, man.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, I
Biting.
ain't. Hey, whoa, wait. Hold on. Cause nigga, fuck you. All right, I ain't plain yogurt. All right. If anything, I'm like a.
No, I said you're vanilla. I said you're
I'm like a-
vanilla and she's plain yogurt.
I'm like
No. He's like vanilla
What, you got,
ice
like,
cream,
chocolate chips?
chocolate dipped.
chocolate dipped.
You're a McDonald's clone. Oh no, you're
With nuts. He's gotta
Okay.
have nuts.
so more
okay,
like
so
a chocolate dip cone from Dairy Queen.
I'm a parfait. I'm a
Parfait?
parfait.
Yes.
A parfait. I'm a parfait.
Can I call you a blizzard because you get turned upside down? This is what happens when you invite me on to say
Damn.
shit.
I'm gonna have to give you a round of applause for that because that was a bar right there. That was a bar. That was a bar. I'll take that. I'll take that Blizzard bar. I'll take it.
See,
I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold that.
you got the first real conversation I've had since like 3 years ago. This is what happens. You got me talking. I'll say some
Yeah.
shit.
You will say some shit.
All because I love you guys. In all honesty, I'm just saying.
And that's why I want, and that's why I want you on. So.
Aww, my
I'm
heartstrings.
appreciated. Your fucking funeral. I'm sorry.
If we get canceled, we know why.
My goal
Yeah,
to
that, like-
challenge fucking Willem Dafoe Green Goblin energy right now.
Oh god. There's memes about that where like Tom Holland said, I don't know what happened. I was just on set one day and then William Dafoe came on set and just started beating me mercilessly. I don't know what happened.
Director just kept filming it.
It's vanilla.
I'm sorry, when you're like 105 years old and still powerbomb a kid through like 3 floors doing your own goddamn stunts, it's Willem Dafoe. You can't fucking say no to that guy.
All right, it's vanilla. Are you saying I'm vanilla or it's vanilla? Like who we talking about right now? I feel so. Let me.
You're not being
vanilla.
attacked. You're just being told what's happening.
It'd be all right. It's okay. I'll get over it. It's no big deal. Sorry, we've interrupted you so many times, bro. I'm sorry, Maddie.
Nah, dude, I'm good. That's the thing. Like, so I guess I just like to pleasure like my partner because I've tried a lot of shit throughout my years, right?
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, like the one thing I enjoy a lot is fighting or like just like yeah. I love fighting and fucking making sure the other person is taken care of. So it's not that.
Oh, she's a pleasure dom. Aww.
Oh.
Wait, that shit has a name?
So there's like power.
She's
top,
figured it the
power
fuck
bottoms,
out.
service top, service. But we're gonna give you homework by the end of this. I'm
See,
just saying.
so I would.
That's
say
why I'm
that-
saying, man. It should be. It totally should be like a mini series or something. Cause
Yeah, no,
There's
Send
like
you
more to
home
talk
with like 3
about.
YouTube videos to watch.
Yeah, I think personally, like I would identify myself as a service top because, like, I really want to, like, more than anything, I want to pleasure you before I get mine off. Like, it's kind of like I can't get off unless I know you got off.
Hmm.
I'm not one of these like selfish motherfuckers that be like, hey, I got mine, so you better get yours. It's just like, nah, like I'd be so like when I get some, I'm like the most grateful person like ever. Like, okay, you bless me with the cheeks. I gotta get you some O's before I get mine. Like, this is a goal of mine. I gotta get you off.
Yeah.
And then once I know I got your ass, and then I'm good.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely a pleasure sub. Because, like, I'll get my rocks off no matter what you do, unless you're doing something real wrong.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, to put into perspective, oh shit. My maximum orgasm counting was like 210 in like 2
Jesus
hours.
fucking Christ.
I can't compete. I can't compete. The fuck?
See, like I said, I'll get my rocks off no matter what, unless you are doing something wrong.
Nah.
If you're doing something wrong, there's nothing gonna save you.
Yeah. So she brought out the clicker counter, and then like when she pulled it, I'm like, what the fuck is that for? She goes, it's for my orgasm count. I'm like, oh.
Damn.
Yeah, at the club, I think I made it up to like 110 one time.
Yeah. Cause and I think that's why she doesn't remember the whole crease thing because she was too busy clicking. She was clicking the whole time.
The dude straight up, I lose count after 23.
Click, 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 click.
So you're saying there's a bare minimum at least?
Yeah. No. honestly, I can get up to like 10 or 15 within 20 minutes. It is not that hard for me at all. Which on the plus side, being a parent, and when I like masturbate at home, I got to be quick and quiet. There's no going
Yeah.
around that.
So like I'm pretty sure.
Notes are being taken.
Have you ever just kind of like lost yourself and then just screamed out loud? Has that ever happened?
With certain partners, yeah, but I'm generally really quiet, and that's just me. But I have faked an orgasm.
Oh,
That was so hard for me.
oh,
Sadness.
damn,
Gosh,
damn,
Just to get the dude off of
that
me.
must have been. Yeah, that must have been hard.
That was
Because
so
I
hard,
like
man.
when I'm with partners, sometimes like you can feel when they're having that orgasm, that tightening of the body, or the like them digging into you. Like that must have been hard.
Yeah, well, the greatest thing is when you can control your pussy muscles, you can fake it pretty good.
Jeez.
Yeah, she did. She did
Notes
that
are
trick on me
being
that one
taken.
time.
Anyways,
I was like, "Oh my god, you're a demon." Fucking demon over there, demon vagina, just trying to steal souls.
vaginal kung fu.
Vagina dentata.
It's fucking that the scene from the first Mortal Kombat movie. Your soul is mine.
All I'm just thinking of is she's on top and she just twists the wrong way, just breaks some dude's dick off.
Oh god,
Ooh.
dude, that would be
Oh.
crazy work.
I don't like top. I don't like top. I'm so much better under people or on my knees.
So Pillow Princess.
No,
No, Pillow Princess. I will. Here's as someone that has experienced her. No, that is far from what she is. She is not a Pillow Princess. No, no, she does not
I
just sit
ran
there
into
and
a
take it.
starfish or two once. That shit was just.
That's the worst. I swear to God. Oh, no. That
Why am
takes
I
me
doing
out.
all the work? God damn it!
Why am I doing all the work? Work with me here. Help me. Help you. Help
Nah.
me. Help
I'm as
me.
interactive as one can be on the bottom. I move my hips. Like, nah, I'm not gonna be no dead fish for you.
No,
No.
I'm not even saying like the movement of the hips. I'm just saying like just interaction. Like I've had some partners like grab me by the back of the head and then pull me into their neck. That just like if I get some positive feedback from somebody or from you,
Dude.
like just oh my god, it just it's like patting me on the head
Bars.
and telling me I'm a good boy. Like
Bars.
Yeah.
let
Tell
me
me I'm a
know.
good girl. Tell me I'm a good slut. Oh yeah.
Like dig
Yep.
into me. Like dig your fingernails into me so I know that I'm doing something right.
No, there have been times where just they back into me, like guy or girl. It's the fucking best. I do not know why. It just hits that monkey part of my brain. It's like I'm doing a good job and they're enjoying it. Yay!
That's
And
the
then I
best.
black out because I just came that hard. Anyways,
Black out. Fucking orgasm is just so intense. Nah, so honestly, I would want to say like the most intense orgasm that I did have was when it was the Plan B story. that was like the most intense is because like I guess it was kind of like the thrill of it, the risk. I guess it was like the risk is like, oh man, I'm gonna get her pregnant if I come inside, but I want to do it so bad. Just like
that's a breeding kink, bro.
I guess you know what? No, like okay,
Yep.
No, that's it. Yep.
So tell me why lately everyone at my job, or not everyone, but like the last couple of classes that I've had, they always assume that I have a kid. Like they just
Because you're the responsible adult.
I guess like it's just been weird. Like I've just been giving like dad energy to everybody.
Oh my
So
god, dad bod energy is a thing. Like
just
dad
like
energy is a thing.
Yeah, and then like what was crazy is just like so I'm very close with the other trainers. So they pop into my room all the time, like class and session and everything. So to the point to where our interactions, they think we're dating. So they thinking I pulled
Damn.
two of the other trainers. I'm like, nah, it's not like that. I mean, like I wouldn't be
Here's
against it, but it's not like
no,
that.
here's what I think. I think like the dad energy matches with the dom energy because when your partner or they feel safe with you, they're attracted to that. So we probably give off that safe, you know, vanilla-ish kind of energy. Is like, yeah, this is a good guy. I can trust him. That kind of energy.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
that's why I say
Safe and cuddly. So
safe and
safe and
cuddly.
cuddly.
Well, I appreciate the compliments. Um, but as much as I want to continue this conversation, I would want to end it here. We're about an hour and 50 minutes in. I'm all for having a kink conversation every once in a while, so let's do this again. I would love to do this again because I like this. I like how we just got this out and we can talk stories and all that next time. But I appreciate you both, Mac and Miss Risa, for sharing your insights. Thank you for those that have watched and participated. Appreciate y'all. And we will do this again soon. And yeah, like your kink free flag run high, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the weekend.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
for
me.
having me, my
Safe.
brother. I love it, brother.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Peace.
And